Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first edition of Tyme Out with Justin Tyme. I am your host, Justin Tyme, and for the inaugural edition of Tyme Out with me, Justin Tyme, I have a pretty good lineup for you guys. I'm going to run down the Raw results from this past Monday, SmackDown spoilers or results depending on wherever you live, Impact spoilers for Saturday, pay-per-view overview where I will run down TNA's Final Resolution 2006, Royal Rumble predictions and preview, Heat, Velocity, and Bite This guests. I'll tell you about who's on Bite This, and to close things out, I'll give you some news. And that would be the end of the show. So, without further ado, let's head right into Raw results. And this is just a summary of what happened on Raw, thanks to WWE.com. Raw was from Raleigh, North Carolina this Monday. In the first match, Shawn Michaels defeated Kurt Angle due to Daivari interference, setting up their match on SmackDown, which you will hear later. The Master Lock Challenge with John Cena was interrupted by the new WWE Champion Edge. Victoria, Tori Wilson, and Candice Michelle defeated Trish Stratus, Mickie James, and Ashley. Shelton Benjamin defeated The Big Show due to countout when Triple H interfered in the match. And in the main event of Raw, WWE Champion Edge defeated Ric Flair in a TLC match. And that rounds out my Raw summary results. Let's head on to SmackDown spoilers. From the Florence Civic Center in whatever city that is, Bobby Lashley defeats JBL with the Dominator, and to continue his win streak, Kurt Angle is backstage and runs into a bunch of babyfaces congratulating him on his title victory last week on SmackDown in the Battle Royal, when he runs into both Rey Mysterio and Mark Henry, who both say they're going to become #1 contender. Then, pointless little segment in Theodore Long's office. Jillian Hall asks Theodore Long what is planned about the Boogeyman, and Daivari talks to Theodore Long at about that same time. Booker T comes out for his United States title celebration, which is interrupted by Orlando Jordan, who wants the title shot, and he is given one. Only Randy Orton will once again be substituting for Booker T, as Booker T is obviously still hurt. Matt Hardy defeated the debuting, or returning, depending on which way you look at it, Fit Finlay, just known as Finlay, who lost the Fit beginning, by disqualification, and in which Fit Finlay gets a little disappointed and shows the referee why he should really be disqualified. We then see a video package of Batista's surgery, and I would like to wish Batista a speedy recovery. Hopefully he will be back on SmackDown soon, as judging by the next match, they need him. Mark Henry defeated Rey Mysterio to become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yes, this is turning out to be one really lackluster SmackDown indeed. But then, before you know it, Ken Kennedy comes out and pushes his Kennedy merch, and continues to do commentary for the Geminis match, who beat Paul London and Brian Kendrick. For the I think it's for the United States Championship, I'm pretty sure it was, Randy Orton beat Orlando Jordan with the RKO to retain the United States Championship for Booker T. In the main event, Kurt Angle defeated Daivari by disqualification. Afterwards, Daivari announces he is now managing Mark Henry. And in a post-show dark match, Kurt Angle teams with Rey Mysterio to defeat Randy Orton, and Mark Henry. That's it for Raw results and SmackDown spoilers. I will be back very momentarily after this short little commercial break, and I will give you TNA, Impact, whatnots. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on Tyme Out with Justin Tyme. I am still your host, Justin Tyme. We have Impact tapings results for this coming Saturday from that usual dungeon that TNA can manage to fill up. A1 and P.D. Williams and Eric Young defeated Shark Boy, Ron Killings, and Lance Hoyt in the opening match. The James Gang defeated Kenny King and Buck Quartermain, and Shannon Moore defeated AJ Styles in a street fight. After that, Jeff Jarrett announces that it's going to be Christian Cage versus Jeff Jarrett for the NWA title at Against All Odds, which should be an alright match. Now on to the final resolution overview, and I will give you star ratings, in which I have been told I am pretty generous on these. In the pre-show matches, there was two. Team Canada, P.D. Williams, Eric Young, and A1 defeated Lance Hoyt, Jay Lethal, and Kenny King. And the LAX defeated the Naturals. And now onto the actual pay-per-view. Generation Next of Austin Aries, Alex Shelley, and Roderick Strong defeated Chris Sabin, Matt Bentley, and Sanjay Dutt, in which I will give a 3.5-star match. The James Gang defeated the Diamonds in the Rough in the next match, in which I gave a 2.5 stars, being very generous, but it got mainly so many star rating, such a high rating because of the finish, as I love the one and only. The Move. In the next match, AJ Styles defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi in an X Division Showcase match, to which I give 4 stars. In the next match, the hand-picked opponent for Raven by Larry Zbyszko was Six-Pac, leaving me to wonder what exactly was Six-Pac's history with Raven, but that's a different story for a different time. The match was pretty alright and gets a 3 3/4 star rating because of Six-Pac's sick bump off the stage, in which he almost broke his back. In the next match, Team Canada member Bobby Roode defeated Ron Killings in a pretty good match, 2 1/4 stars. In the next match, Abyss defeated Rhino in a 3 3/4 star match. For the tag team titles, America's Most Wanted defeated Team 3D in a 2-star match, and this match lost points because of the very predictable finish. I'm not going to tell you what that was, because I'm a jerk like that. In an X Division title match, Samoa Joe defeated Christopher Daniels after AJ Styles threw in the towel for Christopher Daniels. That match was a very solid match and gets 4 stars. And in the main event, the long-awaited return to the ring of Sting teams up with Christian Cage to defeat Jeff Jarrett and Monty Brown in what gets another 4-star match. Now on to pay-per-view predictions. My predictions for the WWE title match, Edge versus John Cena, I really want Edge to win, and he will win, or somebody's going to get choked. As announced on SmackDown, Kurt Angle versus Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship, in which I'm pretty positive Kurt Angle will win. The JBL versus the Boogeyman was also announced on SmackDown, in which I think the Boogeyman is probably going to win. And in the Royal Rumble match, the final 4 for the Royal Rumble, I really strongly feel, is going to be Randy Orton, Triple H, RVD, and Kane, with the winner being Randy Orton coming out through it all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take another really short commercial break for you guys. I will come back with news, velocity, and much more. Stay tuned to Tyme Out with Justin Tyme.
a punk, thought I was the chunk. Nobody ever told me that my doo-doo stunk. What was I out of my mind, or was I tripping on an ego? But you filled up the space and you never let me go. Bullseye to the center of my soul. One shot, but it worked like a fatal blow. This love was your gun. Mercy yourself, now I'm a dead man walking down a skinny trail. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. I'm yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Tyme Out with Justin Tyme. Providing that you are actually still listening to this show, I thank you very, very much. And for those of you who are still listening, I'm going to give you Velocity and Heat previews for this Saturday and Sunday. Paul Burchill versus Simon Dean. Sylvain Grenier versus Scotty 2 Hotty. The Mexicools versus Big Vito and Nunzio. Hope that match actually works on WWE.com when you click on it. Jamie Noble versus Caprice Coleman. And Eminem versus two random jobbers whose names were not mentioned. And a Heat preview in a Royal Rumble qualifier. Trevor Murdoch versus Antonio, which leaves me to wonder who's going to win that one. Rob Conway versus Michael Youngblood. Gene Snitsky versus Val Venus. And in the main event of Heat, an over-the-top rope Royal Rumble qualifier, which features Viscera, Gregory Helms, Lance Cade, and Tyson Tomko. Now on to WWE news. Bad Bad Man by John Cena was played on many NFL pregame shows this past weekend. It has also been played on commercials for The Shield on FX. January 24th at the American Airlines Arena in Miami, there will be a Royal Rumble press conference at noon. The Rock was recently interviewed by IGN.com. The Rock will play the lead role in the upcoming Spy Hunter film, and he will also be a larger part of the video game. Kevin Sorbo, who portrayed Hercules on the TV series and was also put on Andromeda, will be starring in this straight-to-DVD sequel of Walking Tall, playing the role of Chris Vaughn. The Rock starred in the remake of Walking Tall, but had no interest in the sequel. That news is credit pwinsider.com. And our friends over at NZPWI have already been given access to the first WWE card in New Zealand on March 4th. The card is as follows. The World Heavyweight Championship Triple Threat match, Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker versus Mark Henry. WWE United States Championship match, Booker T versus Chris Benoit. WWE Cruiserweight Championship, Kid Cash versus Jamie Noble. Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio. JBL versus The Boogeyman. Matt Hardy and Road Warrior Animal versus Eminem. Bobby Lashley versus Orlando Jordan. Funaki versus Finlay. And Brian Kendrick versus Sylvan. And once again, that is credit nzpwi.com. And on to some TNA news. Former WWE star Matt Morgan was backstage at TNA Final Resolution visiting friends. And TNA will be taping the next 2 Impact episodes on the day that they normally tape them. And Sting is not expected to appear at the next TNA pay-per-view. The expected main event for that show, which I told you earlier, Jeff Jarrett versus Christian Cage for the NWA title. And Kevin Nash has a cameo in the new comedy Grandma's Boy. That movie, it looks to be a very, very interesting movie and one that I would not mind seeing. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to take one more commercial break, and I will cap off this show for tonight. Yes, that's right. Very quick, very short, and when I come back, it'll be the end of this show. But still stay tuned. I got some more for you. Thank you for tuning in to Tyme Out with Justin Tyme.
I'm driving black on black. Just got my license back. I've got the feeling in my veins.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more of Time Out with Justin Tyme. And before I let you all go, I just have to run down the Prairie Wrestling Alliance card for January 22nd. No, 22nd, yeah. If you're in the Edmonton area, I strongly advise you to come by and check out some PWA at Nate Gym. We have PWA Tag Team Championship match where the new Karachi Vice take on the Funky Bunch, the former tag team champions. Mayhem champion Tex Gaines will be in action. The return of Hotshot Johnny Devine from TNA is going to be there. Also slated to be in action, Cruiserweight champion Daniel Manners, Chris Steele, Ravenous Randy Myers, Bill Yates, Mikey Griswold, and Livewire Matt Richards. And that's going to do it for Time Out with Justin Tyme. I thank you for actually tuning in. Next week we'll have a mailbag feature where you can send me mailbag questions via jpw_rules@hotmail.com, or if you catch me on AOL Instant Messenger before next Wednesday and instant message me your questions, I will answer your questions live on the air on the next edition of Time Out with Justin Tyme. Thank you for tuning into this show. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you tune in next week.